Good morning, guys. I just got this cone ginger yesterday. You could see the flower just starting to emerge. Now this will grow way bigger and then it opens up. Beautiful, beautiful tropical flowers. You can hear the birds chirping. I got the coffee brewing and I'm just feeling so nice this morning. We're gonna get into a beautiful, beautiful video today. Oh, the coffee tastes so delicious this morning. Oh, this is the perfect thing to wake up to. A delicious cup of coffee that I just ground the beans. The freshness of the coffee feels so nice. And you know, I just woke up. Nobody's home. Nobody interacting with me. Just me, the birds chirping, the plants, the beautiful snakes, the delicious coffee, and you beautiful, beautiful people watching my videos. I'm so thankful. We're gonna have an amazing morning. I have so many things going on in the snake room this week, and something happened that I've been waiting for, but I didn't think it was gonna happen, but it happened. So I'm so excited. So I'm gonna show you that after I finish drinking this delicious coffee, that airplane above us flying by. So it's such a beautiful morning. Let me finish my coffee and I'm gonna show you exactly what I was talking about. I'm so excited. So this is Sinatra. Sinatra is an axanthic Peco Ratsnake, and you could see those beautiful, they call them like, they come to like H's, the pattern on top. Really, really beautiful snake. And they have these beautiful big silvery blue eyes. And they're not bug-eyed. Some of them have really, really big eyes. And they use that at night to hunt. They're nocturnal in the wild. They come from the deserts, from Texas to Mexico. And they use those big eyes at nighttime to catch their prey. When we keep them ourselves, they eat any time of the day as long as you feed them. But in the wild, they hunt at night, so they use those big eyes almost like night vision. And I absolutely love rat snakes. I've learned that a lot of the rat snakes, they just seem a little bit more intelligent than the corn snakes. And I don't mean that in a bad way for the corn snakes. I love my corn snakes. But they just seem like they're a little bit smarter. They're more observant, more curious. They're always checking you out, looking at their surroundings before they move a little bit more. But I love rat snakes, and this is my favorite of the rat snakes that I'm currently working with. And these are probably one of the nicest rat snakes you could ever have. They are so amazing. They're so calm. This is probably the calmest snake in my collection. I mean, I have corn snakes that are really calm and docile, but these rat snakes take the cake when it comes to being calm and relaxed. You know, the females, after they lay eggs, if you pick them up, they might be snappy or on edge, but after that or before that, they are just so calm. I've never got struck or bitten by these, and they are just so relaxed the way they move. But the reason why I'm showing you Sinatra is because he's a father. Marilyn Monroe, his wife, had a nice clutch of eggs, and you know, the rat snakes, these Peco rat snakes, they breed and lay eggs later in the season. I didn't know that fully when I started, so I almost gave up on the project, thinking we might have to wait another year, do some more research. I'll get into that later, but they did wind up appearing late in the season, having a beautiful clutch, which I'm going to show you today. And you know, I wanted to produce good eggs from these so badly. They're possibly het for blonde phase, so I want to see if that proves out. Nonetheless, I'm so excited we got eggs from these. Sinatra, I want to make a toast to this father, Sinatra. He did a great job this year, and I'm just gonna make a toast to him and to all the beautiful snakes and to you beautiful people one more time. We're having a beautiful morning. This has to be one of the best days of the year for me. My trans Peco female Hexanthic named Marilyn. See if we can get a little look at her eye. She just laid her first clutch of eggs. This has been a long journey with my trans Pecos, first time breeding them. I thought for sure we missed out and we weren't gonna get any eggs. I'll explain it later, but pearly whites, and they're huge eggs. My first time successfully breeding rat snakes. All right, so amongst everything going on, I had 4 clutches hatch out within the past 10 days or so. My first clutch that hatched out from Burmese and Ramses, they're shedding out right now, so soon I'm gonna be showing you those in the next video with some other babies. Those are hatching out, and then Ramses and Daytona clutch should start shedding out maybe by tomorrow or so. And then I have 2 other clutches. I'll get into that in another time, but I'm setting up right now for these trans Peco rat snake eggs with the nice moist sphagnum moss. It looks like we have all good eggs here. Let me open this up. And this is Marilyn Monroe with her eggs. All right, so this is Marilyn Monroe with her eggs. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From what I could see, 5 eggs that look to be good. And look at those beautiful silvery blue eyes. And these are some of the nicest rat snakes around. So I'm gonna pick her up, take her off the eggs, and then we're gonna take a look at them. She looks like she's a little defensive right now, but she's just being curious. All right, so here they are. Let me take that little piece of moss off of there and pick these up. And this is amazing. The weight of these eggs it's so much heavier than any set of eggs I've ever picked up before. So this is really nice to see. The Cali King eggs get pretty big as well, but these definitely seem to be just a little bit bigger. And look how nice and white they are, elongated, really beautiful. I'm guessing most rat snake eggs look like this, but these are the first time breeding any type of rat snakes. My next breeding session with rat snakes would probably be my white-sided black rat snakes that I got. They're starting to gain some size, so eventually I'll be breeding those. But I'll probably breed these trans Peco rat snakes again next season. And this was, I'm gonna put them right up against the other eggs and then just move some of this moss right here so it doesn't roll. I don't want it to roll around. Just make it like a nice little support system right there. And there they are. I mean, look at this. They're pretty much only 5 eggs here, and it's taking up almost a whole bin. Normally with corn snake eggs, I could put up to like 24 eggs in here, and it still doesn't even look like it's taking up too much room in the bin. This is looking like it's almost taken up all the room in the bin with just 5 eggs. Really, really beautiful. I'm so excited to actually see these babies hatch out and see if they do prove out to be blonde phase or not. Either way, even if they're not, it's gonna be amazing. I love these beautiful Axanthic trans Pecos from this line. And here is the index card, Marilyn. Her full name is Marilyn Monroe, but I just put Marilyn and Sinatra, laid on the 16th of July, and we will see when they hatch out. All right, so I got Marilyn off of the eggs, and this is a regular house light. It's really, really gloomy outside, and there's some noise from across the way, so I'm not, whoa, whoa. She's being a little defensive, I guess, because she just laid eggs and she probably just wants to relax. So I'm gonna bring her upstairs. I was saying the lighting's horrible in here to show you her, but I just recorded a quick clip of her outside, and you can see those beautiful blue eyes and her beautiful colors. In here you can't, and she's a little agitated. She's never bit me ever, so that was the first time she ever struck at me, and it's not her fault. I'm gonna bring her up real quick, and then I'm gonna put these eggs into the egg incubator box. Now, just for comparison, this is one of my corn snake eggs that just hatched out. And it's not one of the bigger corn snake eggs. Sometimes the corn snake eggs are like double this size. But look at the difference. It's just amazing. And these are probably the prettiest eggs I've ever seen. I mean, they're so crisp, so white, and just perfect. It almost looks like they're not real. So Ramses and Burmese had a beautiful clutch of eggs. They all hatched out. They started shedding yesterday, so I'm gonna show you some of those babies, the ones that shed out anyway, and then we'll eventually be showing them after they all shed out and we have to separate them, see if we see any standouts in the pairing from these two. I mean, these are some of the nicest Extreme Abbott's Okeetees I've seen. The coloration, the markings are just amazing. Burmese, much more extreme than Ramses, who I'm showing you right now. And Ramses himself has a nice, a little unique pattern going on, kind of like a little aberrant pattern, a little bit different than your typical Extreme Abbott's Okeetee. So I'm gonna go check out who shed, maybe bring 1 or 2 down just to show you, just so we get a little sneak peek at how these babies turned out. Take a look at these babies in the sunlight. You see on the forehead that sheen of blue, that iridescence. They just shed out, and you can see in the bright sunlight, you see the maroons in the saddles. In regular shaded light or regular light, you don't see it. It's just jet black. So that might be an indicator of how these will progress. These are going to be really extreme. Towards the tail, you can't see any burgundy. And these will be ready. Once I get them established, they'll be ready for their new homes. And we'll see if I hold 1 or 2 back. Probably just 1, maybe none, you never know. Oh man, look at that. Look at that right there. Almost looks like a rainbow boa with that iridescent look to it. And if you bring a corn snake out in the sunlight right after it sheds, you'll see a little bit of an iridescence like that sometimes. So as each baby starts to shed out and I see the whole clutch, I'm sure there's gonna be 1 or 2 standouts in the clutch. Someone that just really catches my eye. I might hold back 1 from this clutch. I might not. This was the Okeetee pairing that I was probably most excited about. Also, Daytona and Ramses, the same father with Daytona, who's a really bold looking Extreme Abbott's Okatee female. They had a beautiful clutch. They all hatched out as well, but none of them shed, so I'm not going to show them to you yet. And I also have a couple of other clutches. My Candy Cane pair, Miami and Mr. Frosty, all those babies hatched out, and they look really nice. We had some surprises that I'll get into when I actually show those babies. That'll be in probably the next video. And Mr. Frosty and Pennywise. Pennywise, one of my favorite snakes in the collection. A high white reverse Okatee that's just pure white and red. One of the nicest ones I've ever seen. And I bred her, and she had a beautiful clutch. They all hatched out as well, and I'm waiting on them to shed, so that'll be in another video. Now I'm gonna put this little one back. Only about a week old. He already shed out, and he probably doesn't want to be bothered. Probably wants to go back to his brothers and sisters. So let's make a toast for these babies over this delicious cup of coffee. Bless you. So I just returned those 3 babies back to the bin, and this is the small one. This is the little one in the clutch right there. These are like 3 times the size. And he's a nice little one as well. Just like humans, sometimes you got your tall brother, and then you got your really short brother, you know what I mean? Same things with snakes. They're not all exactly the same size. So this is my holdback female named Maple from 2025, last year. So this is basically like what you just seen 1 year later. Obviously, it's a different pairing. This was with Riddler and Daytona. So we do have babies from Daytona with Ramses this year, and Ramses is more extreme than Riddler. So those babies might even be more extreme, or some of them might be more extreme than this. This was a standout from the 2025 clutch, and I held this girl back because she's so bold. Her saddles, look at the blacks around the saddles, so extreme, and it's hard to see it on camera, but her base color is darker than a lot of the other Okatees in the collection. That's why I named her Maple. I was deciding on the name, like Amber, Maple. It was just tough, but Maple just stuck, like maple syrup. That's kind of like the color, that dark, ambery, maple looking skin tone she has, and her saddles are so rich in person. This girl is just a true standout. So I have her, Burmese, Ramses, Riddler, Paprika. I have a beautiful high yellow buckskin that I picked up from Lee Abbott at Daytona last year. I have some other Okatees that probably slipping my mind, and Daytona. So for me to hold back more Okatees at this point, they would have to be special. Even what I would normally hold back, I probably will let go this year, unless there's something so special about a snake that I have no choice but to hold it back. And I'll definitely be holding back some other types of corn snakes that I'm producing. The Pennywise clutch I'm so excited about, and I'm gonna talk more about that when I show those babies in another video. Definitely will be looking to hold back a male, hopefully, from that clutch. They're really nice babies. So I'm gonna put Maple back. So this little guy or girl just came out, the last one out. That was the very last egg from Pennywise and Mr. Frosty, and it has a little bow tie pattern in the very middle. You can see it looks to be like a high white reverse Okatee. It's gonna have that nice clean white with the red, and some of these came out looking so nice. I didn't even see all of them. A lot of them are underneath the moss, but I got little glimpses, and these even haven't shed out yet. When these shed out, they're gonna look nice and crisp. The reds are gonna pop. Oh, this clutch is definitely not disappointing. So I'm letting Sherbert just graze these nice orchid leaves. This girl, an extreme ultra milk oak tea I produced with Dusty Rhodes and Eleanor last season. She's a holdback, and her colors changed dramatically if you watch my videos from the time she hatched. Her hatch colors were absolutely stunning, and her colors now absolutely stunning. These absolutely glow when you bring them outside here in the sunlight. As you can see, those saddles around each saddle, it's just like an luminous grayish purple. I don't even know what color that is. Lavender, lilac. I'm naming all the colors, but it's just beautiful. We could all agree on that. And she is just growing like a weed. Now on large fuzzies, about soon to start eating hoppers. She really grew fast. So now I came inside. We started the video nice and early in the morning. The sun had just came up. It was nice and bearable, but now the sun is really getting crazy. The heat is rising, the humidity is rising. The mosquitoes out here in South Florida are just, it's no joke. So I don't want to be out there right now. There were about 20 mosquitoes swarming around me and my coffee, so came inside to end the video. And this is a toast for the mosquitoes, even though we don't get along. So I have so much going on. Tomorrow I'm gonna be feeding the Eleanor Dusty Rhodes clutch for the first time. So I'm gonna be doing a video tomorrow. So I gotta edit this video today and get it up. And then tomorrow I'll be recording again that beautiful clutch. The last video, I showed you them one by one as I separated them. So tomorrow I'm gonna be feeding them for the first time, showing you some other things. Plus, we have 4 clutches that just all hatched out as they shut out. I just gotta keep doing more and more videos. And next week is Orlando Repticon. So we're gonna be driving up to Orlando. Hopefully, not too much is hatching out as I'm heading up there, because I wouldn't want to miss the beautiful babies hatching out. Nonetheless, it's happened before. When I usually go to Daytona, I come back and then I see a surprise of heads popping out or snakes crawling around in their bin that just hatched out. It's exciting either way, but I got a lot on my plate, so I'm going to be busy. Nonetheless, we're gonna have so many videos being posted within the next month. It's probably be the most videos I've done since I've been doing YouTube, and I'm excited. And thank you guys again for watching the videos, because without you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's from across the way, so I'm not, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Let me come in here in the cool air conditioning, I'm not probably going to Tampa, so we're gonna do this show next week. Oh, that went down nice and smooth.